Union High School is the last Union High School in the state. Our school district is just under 10,000 square miles. It encompasses most of Harney County. Harney County is bigger than 7 states. I'll say that again. Harney County, our school district, is bigger than 7 states. So it's bigger than Rhode Island. It's bigger than Connecticut. It's a big ol' area. That is our school district. I've got 83 kids here at the high school. Some of those children come from over 2 hours away because that's the school district. So some of the children come from this far from Nevada, which is Fields. Some of the children come from Double O, which is 15 miles down a gravel road. Some of the kiddos come from French Glen, Diamond, Pine Creek, Druzy, right? And they come here to one high school campus. Because some of them live so far away, they board. So it's a boarding school, right? It's not like a naughty kid boarding school. We got our fair share of naughty kids, but
Yeah.
it's a great situation, man. Girls live upstairs, boys live downstairs. There's a matron and a patron. And we've got 40 of about our 80 kids that board here. It's a sweet, sweet deal. It's different, but it's a sweet deal.
So with that, let's talk about kind of how coaching goes about with this. So you seems like it would give you a little bit more control knowing where your kids are at a boarding school where, I've coached and other coaches I know in the situation, it's like, okay, you got to be here at practice at, you got daily doubles. Okay.
Right.
Be here at, we're starting practice at 8:00 in the morning, and rolls around, kids aren't there because they're sleeping in. Where there, where they're at. And I'm assuming you could probably go knock on their door like, hey dude, what's going on? Why aren't you down here? So
Yeah.
with that situation, what is there benefits of having the boarding school versus, traditional school, and what are some of the things that are maybe make it a little bit harder? So I'm sure that, obviously there's pros and cons on both sides. So what are some of the benefits of having kids that are boarded where you have a little bit easier access to?
Yeah. Chad, that's a common misconception. Like, a lot of people say, yeah, there's nothing else to do there. Like you go knock on their door and you go play hoops. Okay. Right. I buy that argument, but we still have a good chunk of kids that live 45 minutes away that choose not to board. We've got kids still driving 35, 45 minutes to school every day. So yes, we do have some kids here that have access to a gym almost 24/7. But as far as scheduling practices and whatnot, no, I still have to consider like having a 6 a.m. practice in the middle of the winter with snow on the ground and all the things means that it's going to take an hour and 15 minutes for that kid who lives 45 minutes and drives in every day. Like I still have to consider what time he's going to get up and getting home with late practices and all the things. So yeah, we do have a small advantage of some kids living at school, but oftentimes those aren't the kids that, like that's not your 7-footer, right? Whatever. But no, it is a good deal, man. And it's an awesome situation and you do get to spend some time with kids, but it's also really nice to be able to get away from your basketball coach, right? So I truly try not to invade their space. Like that's where they live. And I don't go to kids' houses when I was in Boise. Like I don't go knock on your door and like, hey, let's go, right? Like, no, that's just that like that's where they live. And so, yes, we will create some opportunities for them to have open gym, which is, things to do, but I truly, truly try not to invade their space that much. They live in the dorm, and it's very much like a college setting where there's a pool table and a ping pong table and, some of those things that you would find like in a college dorm. But we are so remote. It's not like they're driving to the movie theater, on a Tuesday evening to go watch a movie. It's not like they're driving over to a friend's house to do, because that friend's house is 45 minutes away. And so like they're in the dorm. And so, they might be playing cards, doing homework. I wish they'd do more of that. But no, you find things to do, video games, all the things. But there's still some, like I live on campus during the week.